Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Saturday. You know what that means. Of course, it means we're here continuing the journey of Batman, the Brave and the Bold. This is Season 1, Episode 2. Of course, we'll not know the title until I get into the episode. Now, Episode 1, I think it was like The Rise or something of Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was the main focus of the episode with Batman incorporated into the mix and everything. And it was a really interesting opening episode to this series because it started off even before Blue Beetle's introduction of Batman and Green Arrow working together to fight against the Clock King. And then you have Jaime and his friend, who of course Jaime, is Blue Beetle, was watching like some sort of newscast, some sort of like breaking news on the news, and there's footage of Batman and Green Arrow, a part of that sequence, like more stuff happening in terms of them fighting, the Clock King and his like minions or whatever. And then we get this whole like adventure like through space in regards to Blue Beetle being like basically taking back their portal with Batman, of course, in the mix, to a planet where they're having to have like they're working together to save this alien race from this guy who's using like the different aliens on the planet to power up his ship or something. It was a crazy story, right? A crazy episode, and it goes to show like how I guess crazy this show is gonna get, because this is the opening episode of the show, but I knew going in it was going to be different because of the tone. It's more in line in terms of the Silver Age, and I'm curious to see where we go from here in terms of what's the next adventure, because I heard there's a lot of characters they throw at you in this show in terms of characters that are maybe lesser known, and they're teaming up with Batman and stuff, so there's going to be, I guess, some crazy shit that I am just not prepared for, and it's going to be very fascinating to see how this unfolds, because for me, I'm used to Batman the Animated Series. Kevin Conroy grew up in the 90s with that show. Of course, I reacted a couple years ago, the Batman 2000 show, which was freaking awesome. And so to go from those shows to this kind of show, a little bit of a different, approach to Batman, who knows what the hell's going to happen. So, without further ado, guys, I'm ready to dive in to see what the next episode is. Episode 2, of course, of The Brave and the Bold. Let's dive into it, guys. Let's check it out and see what they show us. Let's go. Oh, okay.
Picked a good night for the escaper.
Interesting team up.
Take me away in chains again.
Oh, I like the transition there. That was cool. Okay.
Moolah, simoleons, don't they mean cabbage?
What was that? Oh, to make it interesting.
Didn't your mother tell you never to play with fire?
A little tap.
And metal knuckles.
Nice work, team.
All that cash.
Hello, sugar. No finder's fee?
Yeah. What? Everything's lovely for now. Are those apes on those pterodactyls?
Your day is done, human.
Oh my god.
The age of the ape is at hand.
What the hell?
One tiny little mistake.
Tiny
You were
mistake.
trying to keep that stolen money for yourself.
You're not the boss of me. Batman, if I wanted to feel
Well,
guilty, I could just
oh,
call my
he's
boss.
ejected him.
Tap on my finger.
My E-ray needs a few more adjustments.
Oh, they were firing rockets. Okay. Wait. Only 4 can lift the whole ship?
Batman.
Yes,
The one
correct.
human worthy of my intellect.
I shouldn't be too surprised there's a Dinosaur Island in the DC world, so... Oh, that's handy. Oh, those are actual rockets.
You are under my control.
Oh, shit.
You cannot resist the power of my superior mind.
That's...
Wake up.
Hey, snap out of it, man.
Yeah, snap out of it. Well, that actually happened, but I was exactly. Okay.
Dinosaur Island. A mysterious land that exists
course.
outside of time, where the normal laws of nature don't apply.
I mean, it is called Dinosaur Island. This is a crazy episode. Oh! That was close.
Man, this place insane. And
It
I'm
sure
full of
is. It's
dinosaurs?
pretty cool.
Wish I had my camera. Because it's your fault I became Plastic Man in the first place.
Beetle O'Brien, working at Kite Man's gang.
Oh, Kite Man. Okay.
But even I didn't deserve what happened that night.
Jigs up, Kite Man.
He was going back for the money, of course. Oh, shit. And he's going to fall in the vat of acid. Yep.
Those chemicals turned me into the freak I am
Yeah, but you were
today.
trying to run away from stolen
reason you
cash.
ever helped me is
Or,
because you feel
so,
guilty.
yeah.
Grodd's hideout.
That was easy.
And I bet it's all stashed in there.
We're here to stop whatever Grodd has planned. Grodd will have this whole valley wired with cameras, tripwires,
Yes.
and sensors.
They didn't call me the eel for nothing.
Uh-oh. And that didn't go well, did it?
You're a long way from Gorilla City, Grodd.
True, but
Dinosaur Island's unique inhabitants. My E-ray evolves
The
humans
E-ray.
into their ultimate expression.
there you go. Damn. Wow. Okay. Grodd versus Batman in episode 2. Oh my god. This is awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is cool. Oh.
I am the superior.
So that means Plastic Man has to save the day.
Way to get one of your only friends in this lousy world.
Go save him. Go save him. He's melting.
Kite Man planned the whole thing, Your Honor.
Turn against him.
Take him away.
I'll take full responsibility for O'Brien's
Full
rehabilitation.
responsibility.
Hang in there, Bats. I swear I won't let you down again.
You're awake.
You're awake.
You should join my noble cause.
My only cause is to send you back to the zoo.
Not gonna let you down, Bats.
Better get in there.
Just a slight delay, Bats. Oh boy. This
Oh
is not
no.
happening. This is not
Oh
happening.
no.
Humanity.
That is so
since
bad.
evolution have transcended the animal kingdom.
I mean, they're. Anyways.
Caesar!
Say something. Dude, he is super strong. So how was it being used as a shuffle?
Why does it low?
So tempting. So tempting.
Gonna be there in just 1 second, okay?
The fact that he can easily fight gorillas is crazy.
You down?
Oh my god. Oh shit.
I
That,
finally
that's a good
outsmarted
reveal.
Batman.
Tell me you've got a plan, Bat Ape.
I always have a plan.
He can still speak, okay. You gotta get rid of that cash. Nice.
Bad monkey.
This is pretty crazy. Like, it was already crazy episode, now it's even crazier. Nice. Cool slow-mo shot.
No!
Hit it, come on. They're all running away, of course.
No! No! No!
I reversed the Matrix emitter when Grodd was.
There you go.
What? Seriously?
I trust you.
Oh.
You sure about
You
that?
sure? And there you guys have it. And I'll be honest with you, I think this is a better episode than episode 1. I still liked episode 1. Still a pretty solid start to the show. But there's 3 things alone that make this episode, in my opinion, better than episode 1. Number 1, Gorilla Grodd. I think he was great in this episode. Gorilla Grodd was awesome in this episode. I really like the portrayal of the character and his plan and everything. It's pretty cool stuff. And it really fit in with how crazy this episode was. Number 2, Dinosaur Island. I was not expecting that, but the title obviously just gives it away. But seeing Dinosaur Island and how Gorilla Grodd is using it to his advantage and everything, insane stuff, just making this episode even crazier. And number 3 is the opening sequence with, of course, Batman and, of course, Plastic Man, who's throughout the episode. But, of course, he's collecting all this money and everything, and Gentleman Ghost is in the mix, and then you have, I think her name is Fire, who shows up for a few seconds. They even say her name in the episode. But just those 2 things alone make the episode better. Now, Plastic Man, I'm not a big fan of this character. I've never been a big fan of Plastic Man. He's fine, whatever, but I think this is to me, not knowing too much about the character, I think this was a better representation that I've seen before. Not saying it's like the best interpretation of the character. I'm just saying for me, it's a better interpretation because honestly, like I said, I've not been a fan of the character. Just not really connected to him. Don't really care. I like Blue Beetle way more, right? So like it's crazy to think that I think this episode overall is better than the first episode, which I really like Blue Beetle and the Green Arrow was in the mix episode 1. But I just think the way they handle Plastic Man and the three things that I listed off, especially Grodd, elevated this episode to be better. I do like the origin of Plastic Man where he was working with Kite Man. And here's the thing. Plastic Man made the decision to take the money, greedy as hell, and try to fly away. Batman throws a batarang, hits him, he falls into the vat of acid, of course, and then all those chemicals and everything get into his body, and he starts melting. And Batman was there through all of it, right? Batman, like, basically made him the way he was, in terms of becoming Plastic Man, becoming this, metahuman, if you will. However, Batman, like, said, look, you made the choice. Like, you're making the choice now, like in the opening sequence, collecting all that money and everything, and then falling forward again when he goes into a room in Gorilla Grodd's lair on Dinosaur Island, and all these jewels and money and gold bars, and he goes and takes all of it. He ends up using it as like fire, like weapons, like going crazy and stuff, which is a fun little sequence to watch of him shooting gold bars and all this kind of stuff and jewels and everything at the different apes under, of course, Grodd's rule and everything. But he's just greedy. Right? His greed is the reason why he became Plastic Man, because Batman had to stop him. And then seeing that flashback sequence, and then the continuation of it later on where Batman gets captured by Gorilla Grodd, of course he found a way to get out of the cuffs and out of the chair that he was secured to. Of course he found a way out. There's always something with this version of Batman. He's always steps ahead. Like, Batman always is. Like, that's the joke. But this Batman specifically, like, he had that thing where he's gliding in his, like, you see this electrical, like, thing, like some sort of pulse that goes through his whole entire bat suit, like the cape, and then he's able to glide with no change in the shape of his freaking cape at all, and then it goes away, right? He's able to pull off pieces of his bat symbol and throw it and shit. And, like, keys or some sort of wiring in his freaking gloves when he's connected to the chair, like I said. So, like, he's always prepared for any fucking thing. He's prepared for anything. It's crazy. But, I'm now losing my train of thought. It's been a long day. So, with all that being said, the continuation of the that's what I was getting back to, because of course Batman was capturing everything. The continuation of the flashbacks, because we see where Batman is the cause for him to fall in the vat of acid, but Batman pulls him out, and then he's there to help him, like, in court, to turn against Kite Man. It was Kite Man's fault. He's the one who planned all this. It's on him. And then there's a parole board meeting, because there was a few responses back and forth in the plane. Of course, Batman, I forget what it's called. This is the Bat plane or whatever it is. Where Plastic Man is saying, it's like, you don't trust me? Like, look, Batman's like, look, I vouched for you at the board, like your board meeting. I vouched for you for the Justice League, and he said something else, and we actually get to see where he's defeating. Like, Batman's like, I'm taking full responsibility for him, for his recovery and for his rehabilitation. Batman took on that responsibility, and so for Plastic Man to go, I can't betray I can't let one of my few friends, like, stay in this situation. Like, I have to do what I can to help. And this is a growth episode for Plastic Man, because he's still that greedy individual. Clearly he's still going through rehabilitation. He's still acting like a bad guy, but Batman's like, look, it's hard to trust you. And at the end of the episode, he's like, I trust you have all the money and everything that Grodd stole. Right? I trust that you're not going to take anything. I don't know if I would necessarily agree with that from Batman at this point, but look, I think he's giving him the opportunity to make the right choice. I think that's ultimately what it is, and I think it's actually pretty smart writing, because think about it. Earlier in this episode, Batman says to Plastic Man, I know they said O'Brien or whatever, but I'm sticking with the hero name. He's like, you made your choice, because we see he made his choice. He was greedy when Kite Man was fighting Batman and the other guy was involved in the mix or whatever. And you see where Plastic Man is flying away, flying out of that room. Batman throws a batarang because he made the choice to fly away with the money. That is stolen money. He made the choice to steal it. Batman stops him. So ultimately, it's his fault for him becoming the metahuman Plastic Man. It's his fault for having these abilities, and it's what you do with it that counts. So at the end of this episode, Batman's like, I trust you. Without easily, because he said, I hope you make the right choice and walk away. He just says, I trust you, and walked away. He didn't double check and double back and to see, is he really like getting all the money and not keeping it for himself? Did he get all of it to turn it over to where it needs to go? Don't know. But he's giving him the choice to hopefully make the right one this time, because the last time he made a choice around Batman, it wasn't a good one, and he ended up being who he is now. But now he's looking to be making a turning point into being a hero, turning that direction from life of crime, greed, to hopefully being not like an anti-hero, but a hero that still needs to learn. And so I think that's interesting how they handle that story and how they're giving him the choice. And then of course we don't, because the continuation of it. But maybe we do later on. Who knows? We're only 2 episodes in. Gorilla Grodd becoming human was pretty funny. Kind of cool how that reversed, I guess. And then I think I mentioned in the review portion, I had to keep re-recording the start of the review portion because I kept fucking up. But Batman turning into an ape was hilarious. And I do have something else to point out. Actually, technically 2 things that I have questions on. I should have brought this up way earlier, so I do apologize. Number 1, Batman can just easily fight gorillas, no problem. You know how strong gorillas are? You know how heavy they are, like weight-wise? And Batman is kicking the shit out of them. And Gorilla Grodd like nothing. I don't know. I mean, unless that suit has some serious fucking power in it that we don't know about. Because then again, that suit is pretty damn decked out. And that freaking utility belt is decked the fuck out. So maybe he has some sort of, I don't know, some sort of tech in that suit that we're not seeing, where he's able to be stronger than he actually is. So I don't know. It was still cool to watch. Can't complain too much. The other thing is that 4 pterodactyls were able to lift a ship. I know. This is DC. This is a world where Plastic Man is a thing. A talking gorilla. A dinosaur island is a thing. And the way Batman explains it too. Oh yeah, it's just the island out of time. Yeah, what do you mean dinosaur island? Like, look, there's a T-Rex right there. It's going to chase us. It's like... So, with all of that being said, yes, I am questioning how 4 pterodactyls can lift a ship. I'm sorry, I'm just questioning that a little bit. Like, really, 4 pterodactyls? Then again, like I said, Batman fighting gorillas like it's nothing. Throwing them around, kicking them around, knocking them over like nothing. Okay. It's different if it was like Superman, right? But Batman, I don't know. Then again, who knows? Who knows? I mean, they could have been weak gorillas. I think there might be some sort of tech in his suit or something. That's my only thinking, is that maybe there's some tech in his suit. I don't know. So, yeah. I was quite surprised by this episode. Of course, Dinosaur Island, Gorilla Grodd, like all that shit. Like, it just goes to show how crazy this show is. How crazy this show is. And now, what's next? Because now, like... I really have no clue where this show is going to take us, because we open up in the first episode with Blue Beetle going to another planet and everything, and there's a meteor coming to Earth and all this shit. In episode 2, Gorilla Grodd has this plan to turn everybody into apes and shit, and he is taking control of Dinosaur Island. It's where his base of operations is on Dinosaur fucking up T-Rexes and freaking Triceratops, pterodactyls. My God, this episode was weird. It was crazy as hell. In a good way. It's not bad for it being weird and crazy as hell. It was just like, wasn't expecting it. So now I truly have no clue what the hell's next. And I love that I don't know. And it's also exciting because I really just have no prediction on what the fuck is going to happen next. And I like that. I like the fact that I'm going in pretty much blind. Now, I do wish that maybe the titles of these episodes, because like the Rise of Blue Beetle or whatever it was called, and of course Dinosaur Island and this one, wasn't giving it away. I wish there was better ways they could hide the titles or like change them up enough to where you're not really sure what it could be referring to. But then again, thankfully Gorilla Grodd wasn't revealed in the title, but the Dinosaur Island stuff was. So anyways, yeah. This was fun. I can't complain too much, really. I have a couple nitpicks, like I said, but ultimately it was fucking fun. So who cares? So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode of Batman Brave and the Bold. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So do you think this was an overall better episode than episode 1, or do you think I'm crazy? I'm just curious to know if you guys agree with me or not. I have no clue. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.